Hey, Drew. Thanks for doing this. The penalty issues obviously have been consistent since the start of the season, but they're not necessarily a common thread to all of them. How do you get your brain around the cleanup process and trying to minimize those offensively going forward?
Yeah, I think we were talking about it today. Obviously, as we've been talking about it the last couple weeks. But yeah, I think doing our best to kind of analyze the why for some of them as they keep coming up. 'Cause I think it'll help us categorize and kind of know, like, well, obviously you're focused all the time, but pay particular attention at these exact moments, things like that. Um, Everybody's focused during, the course of the game, but there's always moments where you need like some extra concerted effort for those kinds of things. So I think that'll be a big step for us.
The false starts have been the most prevalent. What do you sense is the greatest responsibility in making sure that those come down?
Yeah, I think it's tough to point at any one thing. I think as a whole, and uh, definitely for myself included, I've had issues with that. It takes that consistent focus and kind of processing the order of events, and we have a lot of things that need to happen post snap, but the focus needs to be pre snap initially, then transition to during the snap and post snap. So I think really hammering down that chain of focus will help us.
Pat Finley.
Hey Drew, what do you guys have to do to be better in the low red zone?
I think just based on our film review for this past game, we need to execute better as an O line. We had some opportunities and we could have done a better job. And so I think that starts with us as far as assignment, execution, understanding exactly what we need to do, and executing with effort and violence and all that. So that'll be a focus for us.
When you're down there, is success down there an attitude thing? Is it an execution thing? Is it a precision thing? What's kind of the cocktail you need to be good when you're inside the 10?
Yeah, I think all the above. It's certainly things get tight and you need to create movement and lanes and all that, and so that takes effort and physicality, and then you need to be lined up and on the right guys and kind of working all in unison. And so I think both those levers can be pulled to kind of improve a bit.
Sean Hammond.
Along those lines, Drew, what do you guys got to do to sort of figure out in those QB sneak situations? I know that was an issue a few games ago as well.
Yeah, yeah, I think in that particular one, we can do a better job of generating movement up front, and kind of create a more of a dent in the center. And so I think that'll be a focus for us going forward as far as technique wise, what we can do. Certainly, we're all straining and doing our best, but we can direct it a little bit better and be more effective at creating some more movement.
Dan Wiederer.
Drew, when you reflect on the first quarter from yesterday, you guys have a 13-play drive and 11-play drive. There's a lot of encouraging things within those two possessions, but then you only walk out of that quarter with a 6-0 lead. Where were you left today when you kind of reflected on that entire sequence?
Yeah, I think kind of going to the thread of these questions. We have productive drives. They're not perfect, still stuff to clean up, but we get down there. We need to be able to find a way to finish with, 14 points instead of six. And we leave that quarter feeling much better. And so, yeah, I think that whole cocktail of execution, effort, focus, all that will be much more effective in ending with touchdowns and not field goals.
For you,
Pat
what was the
Finley.
most, I'm sorry, Drew, for you, what was the most encouraging part of yesterday's performance offensively?
Yeah, I think when all those factors were in alignment, our effort, our focus, execution, we were being productive, we're moving the ball, all those things. So it kind of gives you a hint or gives you evidence towards what we need to look like all the time.
Go ahead, Pat.
Drew, it seems like we've talked about penalties, and you guys have talked about penalties for weeks now. We've talked about red zone for weeks now. Uh, how do you wrap your mind around the fact that this problem has been identified, but it doesn't seem like it's that's fixed anything.
Yeah, it's the challenging and good part of the NFL is that you face a new opponent every week, and these opponents always stress new aspects of your offense and the different ways you attack them. So you might clean up something you did last week, and we're 1% better from that, and then you encounter new issues, and so that's um, kind of the fun part of the challenge is that we have to keep improving, and these things as much as we would love to fix them instantaneously, it takes time and effort and focus, all of which we're applying. And so I think we'll get better and better, and over the course of the season, we'll be where we want to be.
Last one, Sean.
Drew, as one of the guys blocking up front, what have you sort of observed from Kyle Monangai these past couple of weeks as he's gotten a few more opportunities?
Yeah, I think I mean all our running backs do a phenomenal job. I think we as an O line and as an offense have a ton of confidence in all those guys, no matter who has the ball in their hands. But yeah, it's awesome to see guys play hard and be rewarded for that and do well and execute well.
Hey Nick, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You guys are down. You're what, top three corners. What's the mindset of the DB room to know that you're being stressed with injuries? But I imagine you feel like you've got kind of all you need in that room too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like you said, definitely hate those guys are out right now. But exactly as you said in the second part of the question, we definitely feel like we got everything we need right now to go out there and make plays and do what we need to do to help the team win.
Sean Hammond.
Nick, how have you personally viewed this opportunity when Kyler's been out? I know that he was out for much of September, and obviously now you got another chance here.
Yeah, like you said, just opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I've been in there, I stepped in and done my job. Obviously, it's always gonna be some plays here and there that I want back, but like you said, just opportunity. Not getting too high, not getting too low. When things are going good or when things are going bad. So just kind of taking it one day at a time.
Dan.
Nick, I know your time in Cincinnati wasn't long, but what did you
Mhm.
learn about Jamar Chase when you were in that building?
Just a competitor, you know what I'm saying? We were in the same rookie class, so definitely just being around him, definitely a competitor, strong, um, can do everything before the catch, after the catch, no matter what. Nobody says he's top receiver in the league, you know what I'm saying? Premier wide receiver, he can do everything out there. So just having a mindset to just go in there and go compete.
Before the catch, what makes him such a difficult cover?
Yeah, he's really strong. He's a lot faster than what people think he is. Strong hands, strong in his route, strong out of his break. So just his ability to combine his speed and his size. So those are the biggest two things really.
Pat Finley.
Nick, the Bengals just said that Joe Flacco's going to be day to day. I think he woke up with a sore shoulder. For the second week in a row, it looks like you guys might have to monitor the injury report for the opposing quarterback. What is that process like for you guys? And is there anything you learned from last week that might be applicable this week in terms of preparation?
Yeah. I think it varies with the opponent for sure, but just knowing who those guys got on the outside. I mean, I know we're gonna have to come play regardless. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter who's at the quarterback position. They got some real guys on the outside. So I really don't think it changes much for us in our room. So.
Nick Mariano.
Nick, I'm just curious, when you went back and watched the one reception that DeAndre Hopkins had on the Sean Wright, just what's your reaction on that play specifically?
I mean, I feel for him, you know what I'm saying? I feel for Shawnee, but it's you never can control what the refs call. We just gotta go out there and do what we can, you know what I'm saying? So definitely feel for Shawnee though.
Dan.
Nick, how did you size up the run defense where you guys had a day where you limited Derrick Henry pretty well overall, but by the end of the day they're up at 177. How'd you get your brain wrapped around all of that?
I mean, I really didn't get a chance to look at everything till after the game, so really just we're just trying to finish in every aspect of the game, whether it's against the running back or the quarterback. We just got to try to do our best to finish the four quarters of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because the running back really didn't do a lot, but we got to do a better job of finishing. So.